Okay, so, hi, my name is Valerie Mallory, and I am the artist for the Genie bottle that was on Playa in 2019. And after the bottle was going to leave the Playa, it was going to go to a private property in Petaluma that has public viewing. However, on its journey, it ended up in Hollywood in a Netflix movie called Yes Day, which is a children's movie that is produced by Jennifer Garner. And so, to start with the history of my art pieces on Playa, I've been going to Burning Man since 1998. 2014, the people in the cafe told me that my pieces were getting too big and too unruly for the cafe. They really liked them, but it was just becoming a whole thing in there, and they told me it was time for me to move my art out onto the Playa, and I was afraid to do that. I didn't think that I could do big desert art. I didn't consider myself a sculptor that does big things, but I applied and I moved my piece out onto the desert. Anyway, that was my first year when I created Woman Tree. 2015, my next piece that I did was called Soul Refuge, and in 2016 I found out that both Woman Tree and Soul Refuge was included in the Burning Man anthology, and both of the pieces were published in their book. So 2017 I did The Bridge in the Cage. 2018 I did The Garden of Relationships, which brings me up to 2019 when I did the Genie bottle. So the Genie bottle, so this is a 5-year period of time. So the Genie bottle was significantly different than the other pieces because by that point I had a real crew helping me work on them. So Michael Haynes was basically the designer for the Genie bottle, and he also does all the web stuff associated with it because that is what he's good at and that's what he knows how to do. Rick Damiani, the engineer for how the Genie bottle comes together and how it sits together properly on the Playa. I got a real lighting person, Dusty Williams, who actually knows how to do lighting correctly. My friend Dana Blake, she helped me write the application, she helped me get everything organized and helped keep everything together because there's so many people involved that it's just untenable for me to keep all of that straight. And this was also the year I stopped trying to pretend I was a builder. And so I actually got a real crew of builders to help me make something that was 18 to 20 feet high, that was 10 to 15 feet in diameter, and was huge like that. So Richard Lee, Tim Bowie, Ron Harris, Aaron Ferguson, Kylie Tanner, and Megan Goldstein, they were all builders for this project. So for the Genie bottle, there was 2 genies in the bottle, and this is actually the female genie in the bottle. This is a cast of Mandy McGowan, and obviously she was pregnant at the time, and she has since had her baby, and she had twins, and so it was pretty symbolic to have the genie of the bottle, or maybe the genie of the bottle. And the second genie in the bottle was a male, and his name is Duncan Williams. So on one half of the bottle you would walk in and then you would see a male genie, but if you entered the bottle from a different angle, you saw her. And so they were both genies of the bottle. So after the bottle left the Playa and we were getting ready to take it to Petaluma, my friend Roselle, who works she works in stage design and she's also a fellow artist. She gave me a call and she said that she was working on a production in LA and they were looking for submissions, and she asked me if I wanted to submit my piece, The Genie Bottle, for this, and I had no idea really what she was talking about because I don't know anything about that world. And But I had really great imagery from Michael Haynes, and I sent these images to her, and 2 months later, I got a call from Roselle saying that the people in Hollywood approved the bottle, and that they needed it the next month. So, Roselle. So, this is my friend Roselle Whedon, and I met her in 2014 when I was doing the Woman Tree project. I was out trying to build a woman tree basically by myself, and she just wandered by and of course asked me if I needed any help. And we've been friends ever since, and she has been helping me on all of my projects, my decompliant projects, ever since. So when I got the call, I got a call from Roselle asking me if I wanted to have the bottle put into the film Yes Day, and so she was the one who basically got the connection and helped organize all of that, and she can tell me
right. So
how that happened.
I had the opportunity to go work on this project, and they were looking for a variety of things. So I was able to pull different people in that could work on this. So
There was other Burning Man people in this project.
and other artists. So I brought in a piece, and I was able to bring in other people that I knew how the projects worked, and I could also be supportive for them as I was with their other projects in creating that, because the majority of bringing these projects together is safety and timeliness. And so it's always interesting building in one area and then bringing that piece and building it in another area. And my goal is to let many people experience the different art forms that they don't often have the chance to see if they're not going to Burning Man.
And so when we took this project to Hollywood, to the stage set, it was really interesting because instead of taking a whole week just to build a project, they had their people to help, and they put up the whole bottle, everything, and did the inside of it all basically in a day and a half. And it looked different in Hollywood in that particular setting because it was cleaner. They were more focused on having a real harem bottle feel to it, and so it almost felt like two different projects. And they built a whole stand for it and decorated that stand, so the bottle became something entirely different.